Hi, today I will compare business negotiation styles between Chinese and Middle Eastern cultures. I will focus on values, norms, attitudes, behavior, and action plan, including some practical solutions. Also, I will include some examples when the Chinese negotiators and the Middle Eastern one have a negotiating with each other, and because in cross-cultural negotiation, people may say the same words but mean completely different things. In values that Chinese negotiators will harmony relationships and face saving. They prefer to keep communication indirect to avoid conflict. But the Middle East ones also value relationships, but they enhance trust, honor, and direct communication. So both sides value relationships, but they impress them differently. And in normals, well, we have an example like that's a negotiation for Chinese company with a Middle Eastern company about the price. I will play for the Chinese negotiators, and I will change my norms, my language for the Middle Eastern negotiator. When we have a misunderstanding of our price because we just prefer to get our own profit for the company development. So when I hear about it, this is not my idea. This is it's just a positive for the Middle East negotiators. I will just like well, this is a bit difficult, but we will just think about that. It's just like me, like I won't just contact with them and just smile and pause maybe 1 second. And yeah, when the Middle Eastern companies just hear like that, and maybe they will just also is that a yes or no? Maybe they just don't know what's the meaning of your smile, and you think about that, but you might be not agree with me. So they will just have a strong eye contact and just have more emotion on their face. And after that, maybe I will say, oh, we need more time to discuss internally and just have a weak language and just say the other sides. Well, like this in the motions and on the face, maybe make the Middle Eastern just begin not to be patient. So they will just straightly say like that, why can't you give me a clear answer now? So they will maybe speak faster and have more body language. Here like what I said, like an example for the communication, and the Chinese negotiator is actually rejecting the offer, but the Middle Eastern one impacts a clear answer. This creates frustration and misunderstanding. I think they can just change their own language or the body language for all of them, like just change their attitude or something else. And for the other part, something else. And for the other parts, it's about the attitudes. Like the Chinese negotiators prefer stability and avoiding conflict. They take time and move step by step. However, for the Middle Eastern ones are more comfortable with disagreement. They are impressive and want to move forward faster. Yeah, and for the like what I said, the normals and behavior for like a example for them, and we can just for them, and we can just maybe get some action plans to solve this. We need some particular strategies, and I have 3 parts for that, like the differentiation, imploration, and exchange. For the imploration, and exchange. For the different parts, like Chinese negotiators should be clear instead of that we will think about that to just like we are not satisfied with this offer, just say it clearly. And for the Middle Eastern negotiators should soften their tone, like say we appreciate your offer, but we have some concerns. And second part of the imploration is that when there is a pace difference, we can both say like let's review internally and continue tomorrow. Just calm down and make some space and time to think what we are concerned. And last but not least part is that the exchange. And for the Chinese negotiators should clearly state limits, like this is our best offer. And for the Middle Eastern negotiator should aim for balance. They can say like let's find a middle ground. And both of them are for them are very importantly, like they need to discuss sensitive issues in private. In conclusion, the give insurance in private. In conclusion, the key differences are not about right or wrong. They are about communication style, emotion, and pace. Well, in my opinion, for give it better and better, I think the successful negotiation is not just about changing who you are, but about communicating in a way the other side understands.